Welcome back to Maths Recovery with Rebecca. So today we are going to be looking at the memo for the grouping exercise that was in the video before this. Hopefully you guys have taken the time to do it because it was quite tricky. Okay, so let's look at this first one. So remember, it was either group 1 and 2 and 2 and 4, or 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. But the first thing that we need to look for is a common factor. So let's take a look. So all of them have the coefficient factor of 5 and a like that. So let's go and divide it into each term. A squared minus 2ab plus just a minus 2b. Okay, so something looks good here. So let's group the first two and group the last two. So the first two I'm going to be taking out at a, and I've got a minus 2b. And what I'm seeing happening over here, these look exactly the same. And that is the goal with grouping, to try and get those two variable brackets to look exactly the same. So I've got this a minus 2b and this a plus 1. There we go. Great stuff. Let's look at the next one. Okay, so this is not a quad anymore. There's 6 terms. So there's no grouping first and second or third with third and fourth or nothing like that. We've got to look for signs of maybe trinomials, maybe some dots, maybe some sad soaps. Let's look. So I'm seeing we've got that special trinomial here. Look at that. And there is common factor right here. And let's just take a look. So this is going to be x plus y, x plus y. I'm going to take out a negative 2 here, and I'm going to be left with x plus y plus 1. Okay, so we can't go and take out an x plus y because this 1 doesn't have it. So I'm going to do a little trick. I'm going to say let k equal to x plus y. And this is going to be k times k, so that's k squared minus 2k plus 1. So the question you're going to ask me is, how did I know I needed to do this? And I'm going to say very openly that I didn't. I felt it in my bones. And if you're one of my students, you know what I mean. And I say it all the time. The more you practice this, the more things you see happening, the more pieces that you pick up along the way. And that's what's happened. I've done this maths for close to, 13 years, 14 years I've been doing maths. So by now, it's very hard to catch me out. So let's go and check this out. So k minus 1 and a k minus 1. And let's go substitute back in. So I've got an x plus y minus 1 and an x plus y minus 1, which is the same as saying x plus y minus 1 squared. Beautiful. Next one. Okay. So let's take a look-see. I'm seeing some cubes, lots and lots of cubes. Let's go and rearrange this. Put the cubes together, oh, look at that. I'm seeing one of those fancy triple term brackets, and it's also got an A and a B. So let's do this ducks, sad soap right here. So it's same, square the first, opposite, multiply the two together, always positive. And then look at what's happened there. You see this trinomial bracket's exactly the same as this. Oh wow, look at that. So we can actually take that trinomial bracket out as our common factor, and we're left with this a plus b plus 1. Oh wow, that's so satisfying. Okay, next one, 1.4. So let's take a look. Dots 16x squared minus y squared minus 4x. Just trying to leave it in its order. You see that 16 and that 4? That's what shouted at me. I can't keep it x, x, and y, y, because then there's going to be nothing that I can match. So I had to kind of rearrange. Okay, so I'm seeing dots here. So this is 4x minus y, 4x plus y, and then I'm going to take out a -1, and then I've got 4x plus y. There I'm seeing my variable bracket that's common. So 4x plus y, 4x minus y minus 1. So hopefully you're picking up on this, guys. I find it very challenging, some of them, but then also, like I said before, the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. Okay, let's look at this one. So look at that. Now what? Well, if that's the odd one out, let's go and just put all the ones that are the same, all the x. Maybe this is going to allow me to have, that's a trinomial, and if I try and factorize that using the AC method, which is in a video before this, this is a perfect square. 4x minus 1, 4x minus 1 minus y squared, and a perfect square bracket goes and makes dots. Square number, square number. Okay, 4x minus 1 minus y, and 4x minus 1 plus y. That one was nice. Okay, let's look at the next one. So let's take a look, see what is happening here. Trinomial, take out the common factor. So I'm going to go x minus 3, x plus 2. What happened to my bracket there? Taking out a y here, I've got this x minus 3. I see my variable bracket that's the same, and I've got an x minus 3, x plus 2 plus y. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's look at the last one. So I saw that straight. Check at that. That is sad soap right there. So it's going to be x minus 3, same. Square the first, opposite, multiply them together, always positive. And then I'm going to go and look at what's happening on this back bracket. Well, let's go take out a common factor first before I go and try and trinomialize that. I'm going to take out a 2y, and let's see what I've got left. So I've got x squared plus 3x plus 9. Oh, that's lovely. So x minus 3. Look at that. I mean, look at that. X squared plus 3x. So I was thinking to myself, like, could we factorize this? Two numbers that multiply to get 9, but those two numbers also need to add to get 3. There's no way, because like you've only got 9 and 1 that multiply to get 9, and 3 and 3. And none of those product pairs are going to give me 3. So there had to be another way. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And there we go. So hopefully you tried them out. And even if you got them wrong, you know what? You tried. These were quite high level questions. So yeah, well done if you got them all right. Such a great challenge. I enjoyed them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please share the video, and yeah, hopefully you learned something, guys. And you can take this back and get yourself a nice 80%, or if you're aiming for 90% on a test that's got factorizing in. Well done. Enjoy the rest of your day.